Welcome back everyone to Universal Islands of Adventure. Now I believe the last time that I actually made a video from Islands of Adventure was a little over a month ago. I've been back since then. I just don't always film while I'm at the park. So this is the first time I'm coming at you with another video from Islands of Adventure in a little over a month. So I'm sure a lot of updates, a lot of things have changed, especially with regarding to the new Jurassic Park roller coaster. We actually have a name for it. And so that's pretty exciting, and we also have concept artwork and a virtual ride-through. And so of course we'll be checking out the construction over there at the newly announced VelociCoaster. So I just stepped in over here at the U-Rest area. That's why I took off my mask. But I just wanted to give you guys an update regarding my injury, and it comes with some good news and some bad news. So the good news is that I didn't hurt it as bad as I thought. The bad news is that I still did tear my ACL. So I thought I had tore my MCL and meniscus as well as my ACL, but it just turns out I tore my ACL. And so I have surgery scheduled in a few weeks. I'm trying to get it a little bit sooner, but if not, I'll have surgery at the end of October. And then after that, if everything goes to plan, I will recover in about 6 months. But still, while I'm walking, I don't really have any pain. I just can't fully straighten my leg out, and I can't bend it too much. But other than that, I walk pretty good. I walk with no pain. I don't feel like I have a limp. It looks like I have a little bit, but it's not bad. And thank you to all of you guys who shown your support for me with my injury and whatnot. You guys have been sending me nice messages, so thank you guys. I'll be back at 100% pretty soon. So if we look across this lake right here, we will see the VelociCoaster track. They announced that it's called the VelociCoaster. Everyone was predicting that it was going to be called that. They did add some rock work, which we will see when we walk past it on the other side. This is just an overall view of it, and it's going to get really close to the water right here, and I think that's going to be really cool because you like do a loop right over the water. And this looks like it's going to be an awesome coaster. Universal's been killing it with the coasters. They just made Hagrid's, and now this VelociCoaster. I mean, look at that loop right there. Just stepped in over here at Marvel Superhero Island, and it may look like there's a lot of people right now, but it actually doesn't feel too bad, and the wait times aren't bad. The Hulk is only posted at 20 minutes right now, same with Spider-Man. So to celebrate the Halloween season, even though Universal's not doing Halloween Horror Nights, they're doing a couple special things. Over here at Islands of Adventure, they are doing trick-or-treating for kids. So kids under 12 years old must be accompanied by an adult, but they can come to locations with this sign on it, and it will say a trick-or-treat location, and you can come over here and get some candy. And then of course, over at Universal Studios, they do have the 2 haunted houses, the Revenge of the Tooth Fairy and the Bride of Frankenstein. I haven't been able to go over there just yet, but I'm trying to go over there before the Halloween season ends. You know what I just noticed? There's a 5 and Dime at 3 of the theme parks here in Orlando. This store is called 5 and Dime over here by the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. There's this one, there's a 5 and Dime over at Universal Studios, and there's a 5 and Dime in Hollywood Studios over at Disney World. Why is there so many 5 and Dimes? I would like to go on this ride right now, but I also don't want to be completely soaked because it is hot today. I think the real feel is like around 100 degrees. I was at the Magic Kingdom like last week. I said that the temperature was cooling down a little bit. October is a little bit weird. Sometimes it'll be like in the 80s, and then sometimes it'll be just like summer with it being in the hundreds. Okay guys, we made it over here in Jurassic Park. We're gonna get a good view at all the rock work that they've done with this coaster. So here we go. We can see that there's actually a ride vehicle on the track right there, and then we see the rock work all around. It just surprises me how fast Universal builds things, because this was just nothing a year ago, and here we are now with a completed track, and now they're adding rock work, and the ride vehicles are already on, and they've actually added a couple of the Velociraptors. I'll try to go see if we can get a glimpse of any of them. But if you can see from the ride vehicle, it's going to be an 8-person ride vehicle. The rock work does look really good though. They have a lot of little details in there, like these little leaves that are hanging off of it, and overall I'm really excited for this roller coaster, the VelociCoaster, coming next year. And I'm not sure what this section is back here. It looks like some building. Maybe we're gonna board the roller coaster over here, and then it'll take us like over here. Maybe this is like where the Velociraptors are held in their little enclosure. And then in the same area, we have this like little lookout tower. I'm not really sure what this is. I don't think that we're gonna go into this part. This might be for the team members. Sometimes they have a position called tower where they overlook the entire roller coaster and kind of make sure that the ride is working properly. So 2021 looks like it's going to be an amazing year for roller coasters here in Orlando, Central Florida. We've got the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster that is supposed to open. We got the Tron roller coaster that is going to open in the Magic Kingdom. That's the fastest ride Disney's ever created. Then we have right here the VelociCoaster. Also, this is kind of old news, but I don't know if you guys knew or not, but Florida has moved into phase 3 of reopening. So basically, restaurants are allowed to operate at 100%. Lots of things are allowed to operate at 100%. I'm honestly not sure what isn't allowed to operate at full capacity right now. Theme parks are allowed to increase, and I don't think they have any restrictions. But over here, I've been to Universal and Disney since they did announce it, and none of them have changed their policies as far as I can see. It doesn't look like any more people are being allowed into Disney. You still need the park pass reservation. Universal never required a park reservation, but from what I can tell today, it doesn't look very busy. And yes, masks are still 100% required at all times throughout all the theme parks, unless you're eating and drinking while stationary, or you're in a certain spot like a U-Rest area or a relaxation station. Looks like outside of the Hogwarts castle, they're still doing some sort of work. I'm not sure what they're doing right here though. As we come back over here by the Three Broomsticks restaurant, we get another view at the roller coaster, the VelociCoaster, and we can actually see some construction workers right here. They're planting some like plants and stuff to make it look like you're really at Jurassic Park. I wonder if they'll get rid of this temporary bridge that was installed last year. This bridge was installed last year, like you could cross from Jurassic Park and you could skip Hogwarts and Hogsmeade and go straight to the Lost Continent. But I'm thinking that they might just take it out because you can't go there right now, and I don't really see a point having a bridge right here anymore. But one thing I do hope is I hope that Universal learned their lesson from last year's Hagrid's opening with the 10-hour waits. I hope they do some sort of reservation system to get on the VelociCoaster when it opens, because last year it was pure madness. People were lined up over here like at 5 in the morning waiting to get on the ride, and the line started literally at the front of the park, and it was like that for a while. The line stayed super long for a long time for Hagrid's. So I don't know, maybe they can figure something out. Maybe they learned a little bit from the Hagrid's opening, because that was a disaster. Guys, I'm in Seuss Landing, and something that I've been asking for a very long time has finally happened. They repainted this guy. He's Dolores, I think. He looked horrible. He looked like an uncooked chicken, like a raw chicken. Now he looks gold. I think he's like orange, but at least they painted him. Looks like they painted everything else too. Everything else looked like a raw chicken. All right, guys, that will conclude my day over here at Universal Islands of Adventure. I had a great time just walking around. Haven't been over here in a little bit. Showed you guys some updates with the VelociCoaster, some other things around the park as well, and it was good to be back. So if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave it a like down below. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. My social medias are going to be right down over here. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for watching. It's kind of fun to do the impossible, and I'll catch you on the next video.